Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to a hat in time. Let's continue. So, kind of the problem here, it seems kind of weird that everything in this area, which storyline wise I guess I should just follow this way, but it really feels like every mission I take here in this world is going to be a stealth mission, and everything in Mafia Town was mostly a more traditional Mario 64 open world 3D platform mission, where these missions do feel a lot more like they are very linear storyline based experiences, closer to, I would guess, something like the Metal Gear Solid series. So I guess I'll give it one more chance here, and we'll do this level and see if it does something different on the DJ Groves section. But if it really doesn't, I kind of feel like if I'm gonna have any chance of having a better variety of entertainment, I need to jump around a lot more than the game really is pushing me to jump around. It did occur to me that perhaps the little stutter that's happening is because my graphics settings are just so incredibly high that it's like rendering in textures and not doing it as fast as it should be. But I did, between last recording and this recording, just happened to watch a speedrun for Mario 64, and there's no loads there. Not really. Not anything you recognize. So it is kind of pathetic that this game that is probably 10-15 years more modern is running into load sections for its levels.
That's right. We'll unveil our new movie prop to the masses.
So we need 10,000 in our fan club, which, alright, so this does feel like this is gonna be more of a kind of traditional gameplay, or at least in part. Man, I am having a hard time with the camera moving around. So I guess the general idea is that we are supposed to run around and... Alright, where's that supposed to go? Oh man, I'm not going to be able to make that. And these guys aren't attacking me, and yet that will attack me, so we know the UFOs are there's nothing interesting here around, so let's switch to the ice hat, which will probably prove itself to be more useful. Alright. Okay. So we're up high. I guess it probably doesn't matter enough to jump back down. Alright, this is a little bit more. We've got a metro short. So is this going to be an area that we do the same thing from? Like, are we going to come back and deal with this specific layout in this specific level, or are we going to come back and have a completely different level? Alright. And yeah, it does seem like there's at least room here
Not everything
for
I sell is of value.
maybe a little bit more challenge. If they no more bonking against walls, hold X and release for a beam attack. Yeah. Like, if they made me rebuild all 4 of the hats for every world, that would probably be smarter, because right now we're collecting a lot of yarn that doesn't seem like it is needed for anything. Alright, so these guys are gonna sing my praises also.
Well, darling, looks like it's endorsement time. All you penguins out there know my name, DJ Grooves. And I'm telling you, this young girl here is the next hot thing, guaranteed. Watch as she beats these hard-boiled card players at their own game on her first try.
Alright, so he has a 3 of spades.
This game is easy to understand, darling. You just guess which number of card the other player's holding from 1 to 10. Which card do you think he's holding, darling?
3.
Wow, fantastic, incredible! The answer is indeed 3! Folks at home, you have just witnessed the stunning intuition of a true star!
So I guess it'd be kind of funny if I failed that.
Club, DJ Grooves, out.
But notice that they also have, these are like fake people. Let's see. Can I go back into the camera mode? Actually, the camera mode is not working. So do I have to find the camera in every level? Or is it just happenstance that this specific level doesn't allow for it? Let's see. There's another guy who wants to take a picture. All these pictures are not actual pictures of me, they're more, I would guess they would be better described as concept art that we're unlocking throughout the process of the game of playing this level, which I don't hate that idea.
Your call, darling. Looks like it's endorsement time. Now, darling, I have to mention this. Cooking show hosts have a terrible track record of getting angry and swearing on the screen. Try not to use the P word, okay? Don't say P-E-C-K.
Yeah, that's not what I was thinking.
Old-fashioned. He throws that word around a lot. It'll get him in trouble someday. Until then, let's keep our show clean. Hello, viewers! Even the biggest celebrities have to eat. And I've got with me the biggest celebrity of them all. Now tell us, darling, what kind of condiments do you like on your tuna sandwiches? Darling! I mean, fellow viewers, look at the mouth on this young girl. She's really something. Shoot! Get out of this endorsement as soon as you can before the old ones watching TV notice what just happened.
So it seems like I was rewarded for saying the wrong thing as much as I would have been rewarded for saying the right thing. Alright, here we go. We got that. I imagine as you just accomplish these tasks, the numbers just go up regardless. It's odd that you have cars. I am Max Diva.
The audience is going crazy, darling. Come over here and show off our new stunner, our new prop.
So, not too difficult, that level, and that's kind of nice, but it also kind of feels a little awkward that the experience here was so short.
Wow, thanks.
And I kind of don't want to end it there. So let's get as many pictures as possible. Let's get as many collectibles as possible. And let's just at least try to have as much of an experience on this as possible. See, now it becomes kind of questionable about would I come back here and do some other kind of mission, because we've got the cars, so there might be something about blowing up the cars, which we should give that the old college try. That didn't work. These sewer things strike me as potentially something. Maybe there is some kind of special reward for collecting all of the coins in a level. I suspect there probably isn't a special reward for defeating all the enemies in a level, because that particularly seems like that would be a little too complicated. And if there is a reward for collecting everything in a level, there's gotta be some ability that gets unlocked eventually that makes that easier to know if you've gotten all the collectibles. It seems like the people that would have clapped for me maybe are not clapping anymore. But here we've got another endorsement, so let's do that.
Well, darling, looks like it's endorsement time. All you penguins out there know my name, DJ Grooves. And I'm telling you, this young girl here is the next hot thing, guaranteed. Just look as she'll climb up this statue and rescue the poor puppy that has gotten stuck. Right, darling?
So, we're gonna actually rescue the dog this time.
Look at that! She helped the puppy down safe and sound. Too bad it ran off and definitely didn't break into multiple pieces. This is truly a diva I can get behind. Let it be known that this little girl is all about animals. Make sure you join her fan club, DJ Grooves. Out.
So yeah, this feels like this is a introductory level designed to let you just get a handle on the layout of this level, but that feels sort of silly considering how small this level is. And I can't have it both ways. I have complained that some of the levels were maybe a little too big and a little too long, so this probably is the right size. It'll just be weird if it gets reused a lot. There's another endorsement.
Well, darling, looks like it's endorsement time.
But
All you
this
patrons out
mechanic
there know
is the
my
part that's
name,
stretching out
DJ
the level and
Grooves.
making it
And I'm
longer.
telling you, this young girl, look at how street smart this diva is. She's standing in this sinister alleyway right next to some potential wrongdoers. Danger is her middle name, and she's not afraid to step outside of her comfort zone. Make sure you join her fan club, DJ Grooves. Out.
So is that it? I guess that was it. The levels oddly seem like they're very oddly sometimes too easy and sometimes too hard for a kid's game. So I just kind of don't know which way it's going. Alright. Oh, I screwed that up. But doing those things don't really give you any reward, any major reward. Anyways. So have I looked at everything around here? I mean, it kind of looks like we have. Looks like I've kind of done everything there is to do. So let's go get the piece and I guess move forward. And I guess the good news is that they didn't at least make us look how we're getting like a visual glitch at the lower left, lower right hand side of the graphics too. Interesting. Well, it stopped doing that visual glitch. Weird. I kind of assume we're gonna go back to a pretty linear stealth mission now. And it was like 720p that we had before. And so that went up to 812p, and I think these are probably joke references to they may just be joke references to progressive resolutions. 720p is definitely a resolution, and 812 might be something between that computer monitors use. Another rare sticker has shown its face, which might be necessary. Yeah. A time rift detected, even though we didn't find the other thing. So that was Act 3. What would this be? Act 4. And this is Act 5. Alright. Alright, okay, good. Thanks, game. Thanks, game, for telling me that I need to go somewhere else and do something else, because I really needed that permission. Actually, can't open that. And I don't believe there's one in here. So let's see if we can fix the pedestal over here. See, the problem I would put with this is, wow, this is like 4 pieces of cows being abducted, isn't it? Put that down, and then that down, and then that down, and then that down. And see if that is right. It doesn't seem right, I guess. How am I supposed to know which one is the right order? And I assume there is a right order. They seem to kind of just float. Interesting. I don't know why that worked that way. Again, it's supposed to be a kid's game. That should have been a little bit more obvious. Mockery of off-planet life. What the heck? Spaceships don't look like that. Where's the wood? Why is it sucking up cows? This is insulting. I'm gonna sue. Yeah, I have no idea why that worked that way, but whatever, I guess. Guess it doesn't matter. Is there... We're just missing abilities still, so... I don't think there's anything else we can do. Do we have some more coins? Apparently we do. New color. Oops, I hit the wrong button. So now we've got a new color. Now she's blonde with a special hat color. Yeah. Let's see. See, it's kind of weird because you have a special hat color and then a special hat color. And is there possibly a way you're supposed to jump that way? Nope. So it does seem like the only way you can ground pound is this. And you have to kind of be on the ground before you can do it. Day 8. So we're missing a lot of older entries. And there's no way to go back. Alright, well, let's do the first level here and see if this gets us something better. The Subcon Forest, which I think this is probably going to get us the scooter and maybe introduce us with the devil-like creature that the Deal with the Devil DLC is centered around. Contractual obligations. Again, yeah. Just lock up as it loads. Everything just stops animating, the audio goes silent, and it just takes forever to load. Again, maybe my fault. Maybe I do have the resolution too high, but I kind of question when you have a game like this that the graphics should be at the maximum available for a reasonably powerful PC and still not really give any trouble. This is not a hyper realistic million polygons in the face style game. It is more simplistic art than that.
Please, disregard my twitchy behavior. My body has been to places that have left a permanent mark.
So we can't afford any of these, and they're the same as before. Our default hat ability does not seem like it works very often. So, from the looks of it, there's a lot of this level that's engulfed in flames, magical, colorful flames, which probably indicates that we won't ever go that direction. Although there are some collectibles back that way too, so maybe we will go that direction. Keep out, beware. And it's flat flames as far as the animation is going. Again, it really can't have it both ways. I would excuse the game for taking forever to load if it was doing something amazing with the visuals, but I really wouldn't excuse the game for looking the way it does. I kind of wish I could play Mario Odyssey right now and see if there are any major loading pains on that. I imagine there aren't. And that's a point of problem, certainly. That's a problematic point. To have a PC game not really feel like it is better polished or running as well as a game that is on the Switch. I mean, I know, and in all fairness, that Nintendo is going to have more funding and have more time to make a game that is polished than a Kickstarter game like this could ever hope to do. But this is somewhat odd in its flaws. Ideally, for a kid game, I wouldn't want to be able to so easily recognize its flaws. But in fairness, this still is not anywhere as bad as Ukulele got, at least not yet. I feel like also Ukulele. Yeah, I feel like Ukulele was trying to sell itself a lot to nostalgic people. First, when this has to be a kids game, these kinds of games have to be kids games first. A Hat in Time, while it does seem like it is making some references, thank goodness I have that umbrella, to Mario games. It's not overly relying on those references. Ukulele was making a lot of references to Banjo-Kazooie games, and those were already a little weird. And we've got a little bit of weirdness here. We've got kid-friendly weirdness, but we don't have you're talking to living shopping carts, which that would be what there was a very similar level in Ukulele to this that was a swamp filled with living shopping carts, which I don't even know if most kids would even get the reference of hooligans stealing shopping carts and throwing them in the swamps. Right. Gotta be careful. It's not really a fear of falling, as it is a fear of losing progress. I have no idea what's up here though, also, so I may get to the top of this and find there's nothing of importance. There.
Not far to go, kid.
I'm very possibly also missing some abilities. Let's see. I see something collectible over there in the far distance. And my back button camera is missing again. So is it worth it to try this again, or should we just give up? I'm gonna go ahead and give up.
On your way here already?
So this guy is running away, much like Mustache Girl ran away in the first level. And I got trapped. And I have to hit X, I guess, to get free. Something big's coming. This may be a little scary for kids, but probably not. Some of the language in this game also might be a little not appropriate to teach kids.
That's right. The old one got himself killed, his head popped off, and now I need a new tower boy. So tell you what, I've got a piece of paper here. Don't worry about the details. I just need you to sign right here at the bottom.
So, of the 3 worlds we've seen, there's basically 3 completely separate storylines that could have been in 3 different games. I can see a trilogy of A Hat in Time happening, and then the third part of the trilogy is you sign a contract with the devil. Clean out the Subcon will. Find Subcon village, murder spirits, clean out the Subcon well. That's what it says. So let's see, zoom in. Following parts of the forest will be available. Act 1 and 2. I'll be keeping the following hostage or soul, but keep anything you find on the way. Signed. Let's decline the contract.
Don't make this difficult. You don't really have a say in this. Sign the paper.
Let's just refuse to sign.
Don't think I made this clear enough. Your opinion doesn't matter to me. Put your name on the contract, or I'll make your dead, hollow body sign it for you. Last chance, sign the paper.
Let's just keep on saying.
I gave you an opportunity to redeem a bad situation, and you blew it. Your any chance of surviving this, right out the window.
So let's see if we actually die or not. So what happens when you die? Well, you don't get an achievement for that, apparently.
On your way here already?
So much for the smart move. I guess we have to do the stupid move. This feels like this is just kind of timed, though. Like it's a little too long too. So it would have been fine if they hadn't actually let me kill myself, but now let's just see if we can skip through this dialogue relatively quickly. Let's see. Maybe I should have decided to. She signed just a bunch of gibberish symbols, which might be her language. So you don't get to know her name, I guess, in the game at all. You feel exceedingly empty inside. So let's see. That is here. And I guess that's gonna be there forever. Again, that feels very much like a this really feels like something that should have been the third storyline in a third game, and had they just had several worlds and levels around the Mafia, they could have been the big bad guys. Are these souls? Let's see. Okay, so those explode.
Part of the fruit is sometimes called the
That's a little weird. Dweller mask yarn. This is some spooky yarn. You've got enough to stitch it. So we can make a new hat.
1, 2, presto!
Okay. See the world through Dweller's eyes. Okay. Press the left bump to swap hat.
Soft part of the fruit is sometimes called
Doesn't seem like too much changes at the moment. So I'm wondering if the Dweller mask is the thing that... It seems like I triggered something by standing in front of that tombstone. We found the village. Yay. So I kind of suspect that the Dweller ability is the see-through green blocks, if I was to guess. And we probably can't melt that ice. So we probably need some other ability. Yeah, that would be my guess. Either that or... supposed to do something with this apple. I don't know what we're supposed to do with the apple though. There's a painting, which might be portals to some new area, or might be nothing.
Why, hello there! You didn't forget about me, did ya? Don't tell me you forgot about me. What's up? You working on any contractual obligations lately? You better be. Remember our little deal? Check it out! Those incredibly annoying fire spirits are sitting right there, in the middle of my village.
So am I supposed to get rid of them?
Creating these incredibly annoying barriers that stop me from getting to parts of my forest. It's almost like they're trying to put an end to me. How adorable.
Interesting. And there's a mafia guy over here getting sucked into a picture or mirror.
I don't care how you do it, as long as they suffer for entering my domain. Anyways, back to work, trooper. This isn't a vacation, and I'm getting impatient.
So what does this do? I think, if I was to guess, this is probably a trapped person in a thing. Alright, so they want me
Come with me.
to burn these people alive. Okay,
These dwellers are so maybe you can break the ice with them.
so I get the general
Don't give any
idea.
bodies to any upset spirits, kid. Maybe you can break the ice with them.
Can't go any further
You need to find the
down this section. I can't easily stand on the ledge there of the sign.
You need to find the fire spirit.
There's a thing to collect here. More yarn. The odds that you wouldn't have already collected enough yarn for the ice helmet seem incredibly small. This plays like they had no idea which level was going to be first or second, or when clearly you needed to have played at least the first 3 levels in the first 3 levels in the first chapter. And they should have just kind of forced you to that, or it almost certainly would have been the case regardless. Yeah, in Mario 64, I suppose you could have gone to a different area, but they stop you because you have to have a certain number of stars to go to the next, to open the next door. And so it would have just been the same thing as if they required a minimum number of collectibles. I don't know how we're supposed to melt the ice though. I can try this and see if this was the hint. Nope. That doesn't work. I can see it present. There, the collect, which almost certainly I need that swinging ability first. Alright, so it is just exploding.
I'll borrow you real quick.
the worms eat the apples and they cause some explosions. So that's what I needed. So we murdered the spirits. Now it wants us to clean the subcon well.
Please tell me they suffered. You murdered them, right?
Yeah.
You strangled them.
This feels more like a 13, 14-year-old game that probably should be closer to a 10-year-old game.
Don't think I'm done with you yet. There's more of these pests around my forest, and I need you to take care of every single one.
I'm not sure there really is a target market either, where you would make something.
Congratulations on your promotion.
Yeah.
I also have some other work for you that I cannot do myself. And hey, as long as I need you, you get to stay alive. What a deal, huh? But enough talk. You look like you can handle multiple things on your plate at once. Let's get you an additional contract. Pick one, but only one. Isn't it thrilling to sign your life away?
So I guess I have to make a choice here. Can I just run away? No. What's this one do? Into the manor. That's Act 4. And that's Act 5. So let's do this one first. Into the manor and find out what's in the attic. So yeah, it does totally feel like this is trying to ape like the booze houses and the scary parts of Mario 64, but it's a little too scary. Just a little too scary for young kids.
This is the only time I'll reward you for completing parts of a contract. Because guess what? I'm not legally obligated to.
So, yeah. What I started saying earlier is I don't know if there really is a middle ground here that you could have where you would convince a 14 or 15-year-old to really be one with playing one of these kinds of games, and it being kind of shorter and easier than Mario 64, which Mario 64 with its, I believe, 120 stars was a big time commitment, certainly. And I'm not getting anywhere with that. Is there possibly some easier way to throw this? I don't think so. I think you hit this. Alright, I'm doomed. There's more to do in this level, for sure. But doesn't seem like I can work my way out of that area. And it didn't seem like there really was anything there. Yeah, I don't know if anybody really wants to play a shorter and simpler and just easier version of Mario 64, which is kind of what we're getting, and it's still taking also pretty long amount of time.
Maybe you can break the ice with them, Fred. Well, are so hard to
And if your target audience is adults, which, let's face it, there's a good chance it is for this game, then it's still not quite hitting the mark. So, what I need to do is convince that guy to eat the apple, or find a different warm guy. There's something weird about this glowing tombstone. Okay. Oh, it's not close enough. These buttons are still also a little awkward. With the throwing and the dropping. Well, I got it. It really will just be a matter of how many more of these things do I really want to do. Like, I could do a decent amount of them, I'm sure. Particularly as long as I can find the occasional health upgrade. Or health replenisher. I can't get to that one. This is the one I was having trouble with before. I think the trick here is I've just got to get that. I think the trick to that one is I've just got to hold on to it and blow it up while it's in my hands and while I'm in that area. We didn't really find any invisible thing. That looks like a tunnel that would open up. Is there more things up there? Probably. Like, almost certainly. There is something more this direction. And that direction. It really is a testament to either I'm going to need to get really good at platforming for some of this, or it is going to, there is some ability. Ah, see, and then I fell down. I still wasn't far enough. We didn't get a new ability, though, come to think of it. Like we didn't. I still don't think we got what we need to continue doing chapter 2. So we need to go check that out before we wrap up today. I guess maybe there's. Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea why this locks up at that point. Intruder alert. We have this new character I don't even recognize. In case you need one extra currency, you can always go in there and find it. So, I don't think there's anything new that's unlocked. We need 2 more before we'd unlock this area. Let's see what this character who we've never even seen before.
Oh, we meet again, my arch nemesis.
I have no idea who this is.
What? You don't remember me? How rude! It's me, boss of the Mafia. Remember? You blew me up in our little indiscretion, and your young friend captured my remains in this jar?
Did she?
I'm without a body. I should be furious, but it is okay. The past is the past, and I'll accept your carcass as an apology. You won't hand it over? Such nerve on such a small child. If I had hands, I would slap you. I'll just buy a new body then. There has to be some poor soul out there who would be willing to trade his corpse for money. I may not look like it right now, but I'm well traveled. I know the whereabouts of all the secrets on this planet.
Interesting.
Buy my map badge, and I will show you where you can find relics that will make you rich.
Well, I can't afford this, but it would be certainly way helpful. And I kind of expected that we would run into some kind of badge that would do that. Right, so I still can't do this section. So there must be something more that needs to be done in Subcon world. I guess the TV's not changing anything. As far as other unlockable areas, there's another area that's 25 away, and man, we've been playing fairly long to only have 12 pieces. I kind of feel like I need to just speed up the process and try to move a little bit faster. Yeah, your options are pretty limited actually. And while we did get this new dweller mask, which does seem like it is a actual useful mask, I guess maybe there will be 8 useful masks and then 4 skins on different kinds of hats. Or maybe we will somehow lose the skin. Let's see, what else do we have? We have 1 badge pin, and we could probably get 1 more. We have 1 relic. Yeah, we're almost certainly going to get another badge pin. We still haven't gotten any kind of upgrade on a weapon or different kinds of things. Like, we have stickers here. So, I guess we can apply these stickers. But I think those stickers are just, yeah, they're just for emoticons, which I guess we could do.
Hello?
So, I guess she does speak if you use the left stick click button. Interesting. So we have Act 1 and Act 2. Act 2 is clean out the Subcon well, and that would be what we'll focus on. Then Act 3, we have no idea what that would be. It may skip Act 3 again, in the same way that the previous level skipped Act 5. Well, at this point, I'm still having fun, but I am starting to kind of see the sharp edges on this game. Unlike Mario 64, and it is probably not fair to compare this to Mario 64, but that's what it's ripping off, so that's what you kind of have to compare it to. The main problem here is I can't just do a level and then take a day off and do another level or take 5 minutes off even, because every level is taking nearly 45 minutes to an hour to do. Every level is super long and more complicated and in bigger areas than it really needs to evolve. The previous level we just played, for instance, First of all, when we jumped in the level, why not immediately just force me to sign a contract with the devil and not have me give me any options at all, because you're going to do that anyways. And then why not at that point immediately have me start in the village and do just the part of the village that I did to get that timepiece. Having me wander around a path before I could even get to the village was kind of silly, just extra work for that specific timepiece. That could have been something that would have been required earlier, or perhaps another argument that definitely could be made here is it would be a lot better if I could just collect all the timepieces if I want to and not leave the level. I think Mario Sunshine introduced that idea in general. For most instances, you could collect at least the 100 coin star, or all the blue all the blue coins that you had to collect to get a gold star in Mario 64, I think, and all the red coins you have to collect. I think all three of those in every level you could do in one run. And I know some instances that wouldn't work, but a lot of instances that totally would work, and it would save us on some loading. Anyways, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. And if you want to support me even further, there's a link to Patreon. Or you can friend me on Steam and gift me a game off my wishlist, or gift me a gift card. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.